Yo, what's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all joining me this afternoon. Man, I don't know what it takes to get people to watch this channel, but God, y'all really feisty out here, aren't y'all? Y'all thumbs down, y'all really hating on the channel. That's all good though. It's all love in general. But for all you new viewers out there, if you aren't already down with the channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button so you can be in the know every time I release one of these alerts. Because right now I got some things I want to talk about. Appreciate everybody following along. Those of y'all that are supporting the channel here, much love to y'all. But yeah, right now we're approaching 5 p.m. here. Today is Tuesday, March the 22nd, and it's been an alright start of the week. Yesterday we did see some green, as well as today on some of these stocks that we've been following. As you can see, my scanner I have up here. There's a lot of things moving around. But yeah, there's a lot of green, Usually it's how the market plays out. When things are up, most things are up. When things are down, most things are down. So, but we got some popular picks up on the charts, as you can see, man. And I had to fill y'all in on what's been going on with some of these stocks. I don't know if y'all really follow like I do, I stay, monitoring the behavior in the market throughout the day, and this is more like a daily thing, unless I'm really unavailable or able to attend to my screens. But man, I've been seeing a lot of movement, a lot of interest in some of these stocks, and I had to put out the alert to let y'all know, hey, ding ding ding, it's time to buy in. It might just be, I don't know, is it too late? Let's go ahead and dig into some of these stocks and see what's really going on as far as some of this price action we're seeing. Off the back, you know how we do around this time. I got four of our top picks here up on the charts, and off the top we got NIO, which is NIO. It's a EV vehicle company, manufacturer, I believe, and this one here has been showing a lot of attention over the last couple of weeks or so. We'll go ahead and cover this here in a minute and kind of update y'all on what's been going on with NIO. But stock number 2, we have Global Star, which is GSAT. I know I did a video a few days back. I don't want to say about a week or two, but I've been following this one closely ever since we've seen a big jump in price a few months ago. And since then, I kind of just had this one there, kind of just been peeking at it here and there. But I actually have a position I've been holding in this one also due to a lot of things going on around the world and as far as their technology goes. But we'll go ahead and cover GSAT also. Stock number 3, I wanted to update y'all on Remark Holdings. This is Mark, ticker symbol Mark, M-A-R-K. This stock here is I don't know really how to describe it, what they do, but I know it's something that we're all starting to see a lot more as far as an artificial intelligence type of technology they have when it comes to certain things that we're not able to really do, as far as like how to track certain cars off of their license plates just off of a camera. Same with like identifying people's faces in a crowded area. These are things that they can have where the cameras can zoom in and kind of just tell you certain characteristics about what it is that it's capturing. And there's a certain database, I'm guessing, that it can relay that information and compare it to, I guess, a history of photos or just certain characteristics or criteria that it has, or it's able to identify, what it is that it's looking at. And I've seen a lot of different things that they're doing. This is a real crazy company as far as more that I'm finding out about it. I know you look at the price and think that this stock is not really worth anything. Yeah, maybe not yet. But as we move into the future of, this technology and the metaverse and all this other stuff that's going on, I really think this technology itself, especially with like security type of things, around the world as far as cyber security and threats and a lot of just terroristic things going on around the world. This is something I really think that can enforce our security. I believe they even have something they've been discussing recently over a deal they made with Texas for their border patrol as far as trying to identify, I guess, illegal aliens and things like that. They're able to crack down. They're going to use their technology in order to crack down on things like that. Maybe with, terrorists or drugs, or I'm not really sure on all the details. This is just some things I've been reading on, but this stock itself, not really meaning to focus on this stock itself, but just trying to update y'all on why I'm looking at this stock right now, and we're gonna give y'all an update on what's going on with the price itself as we dig into that. But that's just kind of a, you know, an overview of what this company is actually doing and what they're involved in there. But stock number 4, this is something that we had one of our viewers mention they wanted an update on. I did post a video on this one not that long ago. This is something I've actually been following in the past. I'm not invested in it myself, but I really think that this is a good investment stock. I really think it's a good value stock right now also. And as we start to move into these earnings, you know, a lot of these stocks, we might see an upside to them, you know, especially going off of where they're at and what their value is and what they're doing for their, you know, at least their future outlook. But let's go ahead and dive right into the charts, y'all, and kind of give a better idea of what we're looking at here. But stock number 1 is NIO. Let's go ahead and dig into this one here. NIO has just been seeing over the last, you know, couple of weeks just a lot of attention. I know we've come down off of a low here recently, as you can see, of $13, and we have that high of $55 that was back in July, beginning of July there. And since that high, though, you can see we've sold off. We've just continuously been selling off. We tried to break back up back in November. We just really weren't able to do it. As you can see, we're still following that downtrend all the way down here. But as we've come down with the market, as well as all of the news that's been published and all the selling, the short selling going with this stock, nobody thinks that this stock is going to do anything, not make it as far as in the market here. But recently there's been some good news that was published on this stock that kind of started to push this price back to the upside here when it goes to, I believe it's their manufactured cars, how many flaws or failures, you know, if you counted 100 cars, how many failures were, you know, identified within those 100 cars. And I believe they had like a 50% or 49% or what is it, 61% overall rating compared to a lot of their competitors in the market, even Tesla, you know, knowing that they're at top of the market right now when it comes to EV electric vehicles. But even them, NIO had less failures in their cars. Out of 100 count cars manufactured, had less failures, comparing it to Tesla, to what are these other makers out there, Ford, Rivian, you know, there's a list of them out there. But this is what caused this price to just start booming. You know, we hit that low of that 13, and when that news article released, as you can see, it pushed and gapped all the way back up to that $18 mark. Excuse me. Since then, we just started to see that continuous push to the upside, and we're starting to, you know, we're kind of hitting that $22 range, give or take that level there. And I'm really thinking $24 is $24 is probably where we'll start to see a high resistance level. As you can see here, this is kind of where we've been holding in the past on that last drop of that downside there. But this 50-day moving average also, we might see a little resistance there. But we do have earnings coming out. I believe it's on Thursday, and I really feel like we're going to have some positive earnings with NIO. And there's a lot of attention that started to draw into this stock. And you know, day to day, we've been pushing up $1 or so to the upside, coming back from that $13 low there. And as you can see, over the last, you know, about a week or so, we've already come up almost, you know, almost $8. And that's a good indication that, hey, are we waiting for these earnings? Is this really what's going to drive this price up to these higher levels of $30, where we're valuing the stock around $30 to $35 range here? I don't know, but that's what we're hoping for here, and that's what I'm watching. You know, I'm holding some shares in NIO. I've been holding my position for a while. I'm holding even, I'm down. I'm not even gonna lie. I bought in, you know, closer in the $20 range, and since then we've sold off. I scooped up a few more shares, and we're down here on the around like $16, $17 or so. And you know, I guess I'll wait to see if we come back down, if I'm gonna end up scooping up some more shares. Right now, I'm just kind of holding my position and waiting to see what happens with this earnings report. But we are hoping, you know, for some positive feedback going off those earnings, and hopefully it'll play in our favor there. So that's kind of what we're waiting for. Steady volume coming in, as you can see today, 110% above our daily average. About 72 million shares traded daily. Today we're trading at 79 million, and this has been consistent, y'all. This has been consistent over the last week or so, and we're just waiting to see what happens. There's a lot of activity going on in this stock right now, a lot of attention, and our RSI right now on the daily, we're actually holding around 53. So we're right in the middle of that RSI of that 30 and 70 range. So that's still a good indication there on the RSI that we may possibly see an upside here pretty soon. We're in the right range. Looking at a short term, to kind of dig into this 30-minute here, we're a little high, but we've also come back down today. We hit that high of that 2209 early this morning, and since then we kind of come back down, bringing that RSI closer to that 60 range there. I keep thinking it's dollars, right? But that 60 decimal range there, and yeah, hopefully, I don't know if we'll come all the way back down to $20. It's possible. If not, if we don't hold on this 21-day moving average here. But as you can see, we're squeezing in between the 21 and the 7-day, or the 9-day, that is. But I'm feeling real good about NIO. I'm waiting, seeing what's to play out here on Thursday. But I'm feeling real good about NIO. For those of y'all that don't know what NIO is, man, check it out. Do y'all's homework. Look into it. It's a competitor with Tesla. They got some good things that they got going on that these other competitors aren't doing. When it comes to like a battery exchange program they have, and some other things that they have. I don't know all the key things they have going on, but y'all go ahead and check it out, man. NIO. Just add it to the watch list if you aren't already watching it. Let's see what happens on Thursday. But let's go ahead and move along here, y'all. GSAT. Stock number 2 is GSAT, Global Star. Oh, man, as you can see today, let's go ahead and dig in here. We've been on that constant upside also. Look at that. Over the last week or so, coming down from that dollar. I bought in here around 90 cents or so. I felt it. Looking at when the war was going on with the war in Ukraine and just everything else playing out in the world, and just the development of their technology in general when it comes to their satellite communication technology that they're going to have here or be offering. I started just telling myself, I just know where I live that I don't have a lot of good services out here. I'm limited to who's my provider. So I take what I can get, and I got to go with what's the best option in my area as far as the service they do provide. And, well, GSAT is something I think that you can have access to, through a satellite, especially in areas where you don't have certain towers and things like that. Well, satellite's going to be the only way to communicate. And right now in those countries where they're having this war going on, I really think that this can be something beneficial to them. I really think that they're going to be impacted the most, and not sure exactly how far widespread that war is going to go, but this company, along with a couple of these others that are doing the same thing, we've been seeing a lot of price action pushing to the upside here. And if you were following along on some of these videos I've posted previously, buying in at that 90-cent range or so, you can already tell we've already almost doubled our money. We're already up almost 50% or so, give or take, about 50%, where we invested. So we're feeling pretty good, making that profit there, and we're gonna hold it because we have that upside of 278. So I got a price target around $3 or so. We have that high, 278, 304 here. So about $3, I'm gonna call it. We just need something to drive this price. Right here is the high level of traffic of this resistance level. Reason why I have it golded out. So we really got to break through this level in order to start pumping. I think once we break through this level, what's going to drive it through this level is what's really going to get this stock moving here. So for those of y'all that feel like y'all still have time to get in, $1.40, they don't seem too bad. Looking at the upside, you still can possibly double your money here. But following, let's look at a short term. We are kind of pumping a little high. You may want to look for it to come back down closer to maybe 120 or 130. Would probably be a better place to buy in. But you never know, some of these higher levels we can continue to pump. We've been holding on this 50-day moving average over the last week. And every time we come down, we bounce off of it. As you see that, boom, boom. And right now we're right on it. So will we bounce? Or will we come back down? I also have a trend line drawn right here. As you can see, the price also plays with this trend line here, and we need something to drive it through those also. So we can use this as support. It may use the trend line as support. The reason why we use the RSI also, the RSI is not at a bad spot right now, so we can continue to push higher actually. So this is something we like to watch and compare these levels. But I really think this would be a better time to buy in. So if we can come all the way back down to this 200-day moving average, it'll probably bring the RSI closer down to 30, and that would be the perfect time to take a position right here, 126, 130 or so. But let's watch it, GSAT, y'all. See how it plays out. It's still early in the week, you know. We may jump up higher. We're able to come back down. It'd be a good time to take a position leading into next week, though, you know. But we going long term on these stocks here. These are long term plays also, y'all. Just keep that in mind. We're holding these long term. These are not day trades. We're not trying to make a quick buck on these ones here. You know, I kind of put the day trading aside for now, knowing how volatile this market's been over the last few months. So just keep that in mind when you are taking a position on some of these, okay? Just kind of keeping y'all in the loop here. Let's go ahead and jump into stock number 3. Remark Holdings, ticker symbol MARK. Now this stock here is something I've been scooping up shares also more and more. I know we come all the way down to a low recently. As you can see, we hit a low of 55 cents here off of that high of 670. Then again, this was a short squeeze play here, the reason why it gapped up so high. But let's go ahead and look at the history of this stock, right? So this is a weekly chart right here. As you can see, following on this weekly, we've been seeing a resistance level more or less on that 200-day moving average. Now we did see that resistance there, and we actually broke above it here and stayed above it for a couple of weeks, but then we just started to sell right back under it, and since then we've been trying to break back above, but we just haven't been able to do it. And right now, as you can see, following this trend line here, which I believe I drew it off the day chart, you know, I don't know, maybe it was a monthly chart actually. No, it's this one right here. So yeah. So I drew the trend line on this weekly, and as you can see on the daily, we finally broke through it today. Or actually, it wasn't today. What was this? Friday. So we broke through it Friday. Yesterday we came back down, and then today we actually pushed up, trying to break above this 50-day moving average. We're seeing some resistance. As you can see, it's holding right there around that 82 cents, and right now we're actually, you know, around 80 cents, 79 cents, or hovering around that VWAP. So right now, you know, it's kind of just seeing what happens here tomorrow. Are we going to come back down, or are we able to break and hold above this 50-day moving average? If we're able to hold above this 50-day moving average, we'll probably be pushing closer to this dollar mark right here, where we'll probably start to see more resistance. Probably closer around 97, 98 cents, I'd call. But if we can break through there, and we're looking to hit this 120, and to the upside we go. Hopefully, we need some news. I know they got some earnings also. They're about to release here pretty soon, March 31st. After market, they will be releasing their financial results for fiscal year 2021, and hopefully they can provide us with a, you know, some outlook or some, you know, at least something they're doing here, something that'll benefit this price here, because right now we've been seeing nothing but selling going on in this stock. We've been trying to break back above, but we just can't, as we've been holding on that downward trend line there. So as we start to push sideways, not really moving up yet, we're moving sideways, but tomorrow, I guess, maybe the rest of this week will tell us more or less how we're starting to look, or if we're going to be pushing up higher, or are we going to continue to follow the downtrend there. But hey, we're seeing up, you know, we're seeing green, we're seeing the upside. So let's cross our fingers, see what happens here. But Mark, man, I'm really feeling good about what they're doing. It's just on when. When is the question. Are we going to see this price move? I know a lot of people have been holding also, you know, waiting to see what happens with Remark Holdings. but it seems like they've been dancing around, you know, a little there day to day. Every time they post something, they're not really being real specific, I guess you can say, as to what they're trying to say. Are y'all making contracts? What are y'all doing here? You know, that's what we want to hear, though. You know, land some contracts. That's what we're waiting for. But yeah, Texas, you know, border crisis, highway transit. Let's see what happens. Is that true? Is that true gossip there? I don't know. But all right, y'all, add it to the watch list. MARK, just add it. We can keep an eye on that one. Stock number 4, though. Let's go ahead and head into the last stock here. I've been on this about 20 minutes now on this video. Don't want to keep y'all waiting, holding here. But stock number 4, we had a viewer wanted to know what's going on with NNDM, ticker symbol, Nano Dimensions. Oh yeah, this one here, we actually starting to see some push to the upside here, but it hasn't really made that full breakthrough. As you can see, I got my resistance level drawn right here, and we've been trying to, you know, test it little to little, but we haven't really pushed all the way up. $4 or so is kind of what we're seeing, that mark there. But they've been seeing some news posts. I believe they had an earnings not that long ago where they had some good earnings, cash flow available, things like that, positive cash flow. And yeah, we're waiting to see what they got to say here on their next update. I believe this is also going to be released sometime soon. What they got going on here, Thursday the 31st also. This will be before the market opens, so waiting to see what they got to say. I don't know too much about what they got going on. I haven't done too much research, but I did a little reading on it. I know last time I was seeing some price action there. I believe it was back last year sometime, honestly. I haven't really been following it too much since. Let's go ahead and look here. When was this? January last year. No, that was back in 2020. 21. Wait. Oh no. Yeah. That's 23. So yeah, last year, January 20. 21. Yep. So coming down from that high of 1789, we've just been selling off since, and finally we've bottomed out. It looks like. Since we've bottomed out, let's go ahead and dig into this daily. So 1044, we finally bottomed out at that $3, pushing back up. $4, seeing that resistance, and we're finally starting to meet. See that double top right here at that $4 mark, and something's got to drive us. It's probably going to be these earnings, so I'm guessing we're going to probably be moving sideways until Thursday, and then hopefully Thursday will push us to this upside here. But let's watch that double top here. It's actually a top and a top, maybe, right? 3 tops. So we are looking for that breakthrough here, but that wasn't really a breakup though. So I'll call it a double top. So yeah, 395 we hit today here. So we're seeing that resistance. Just not enough volume right now. 94% daily average. But we're seeing it come in. You know, we've been picking up over the last few days. Where's that volume at here? Let's look at. So today, where did we close at yesterday? Yeah, 3 million. It's 32, 33 yesterday, a little bit more higher yesterday, but see, 3 million, 3 million, 3 million. See, over the last week or so, we've been just steady volume, and we're starting to see it finally peak here, hitting this 94% today. So hopefully we'll see, you know, tomorrow, rest of the week. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I've been kind of stumbling here towards the end of the videos. Got a lot on my mind, but Appreciate y'all staying tuned in here for the full video. If y'all are trying to get to know what's going on with some of these stocks here, but Nano Dimensions, if you ain't already watching it, add it to the watch list. I feel a breakout coming soon, y'all. I really feel it with this one here, so keep that one handy. $4, I'm calling it. If you want to catch that $4 ride to the upside, that's probably what we'll end up seeing there. But you can probably get that dollar gain looking short term. If not, we're gonna call about a $7 price target, y'all. So if you're looking at $4 to $7 will probably be the best way to play this stock. As you can see, our history around that stock here, we're capping out around that $7 mark. So that's probably what we'll see the heavy resistance here on the upside. Maybe a little bit around $5 or so, but we're gonna call a price target around $7. So Nano Dimensions, for those of y'all that were asking, yeah, there it is. But let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate y'all tuned in, staying tuned in, following along. You know I don't do a lot of that editing. It's more real-time viewing and analysis that I provide here. That's just me. I freestyle it, y'all. But get in the know, man. Hit that subscribe button. Feedback's welcome. Let me know what y'all think on these stocks here. Share your thoughts here. We can have a conversation around some of these. If there's anything else you want to view, let me know. And thumbs ups are always appreciated, y'all. Appreciate everybody staying tuned into the channel. We'll talk to y'all real soon. Peace out.